more. 3 is In Compliance, and now Davy Russell takes the ride. 4 is Pascoe, the mount there of Ruby Walsh. 5 Dooneys Gate is Davy Condon. 6 Doers, Andrew McNamara. 7 Private B, Tom O'Brien. 8 is Offshore Account, David Casey. Down to 9 Prudent Honour, the mount of Robbie Power. 10 Silver Birch, Jason Maguire. 11 is Magic Sky, Mr. Ollie Greenall. Number 12 is A Battle Cry, Paddy Brennan. Down to 13, Plaisir d'Estreval, Paul Carberry. 14 is Frankie Figg, Wilson Rennick. 15, Diabolo, is Tom Malloy. Number 16, Isn't That Lucky, Mr. Sam Whaley Cohen, and he can claim only £3 of that allowance. He puts up 2 over. Number 17 is Always Waining, Brian Hughes. 18 Udachi is the amount of Dennis Hogan. 19 Zakharova is Aidan Coleman. 20 Wee Robbie, Liam Treadwell. Number 21 Killamar is Harry Skelton. 22 Pack Jack, Graham Lee. Number 23 is Gayora Lane, the mount of Brian Harding. 24 is Commemoration Day, Philip Hyde. 25 is Pom Tepe, Katie Walsh. Number 26, Boom Shakalaka, Andrew Tinkler. Number 27 is Ulat, Roger Loughran. Take out 28, and number 29 is Garleton, the mount of Chad Collier. And 18 of the 28 riders in this race have mounts in the Grand National tomorrow.
So here's how they bet for the Topham Chase. It's Offshore Account favourite at 7 to 1, 8 to 1 for Pascoe, 12 to 1 for Wee Robbie, 14 to 1 for Frankie Figg and Scotsirish, 16 to 1 In Compliance, Battle Cry and Plaisir d'Estreval, Isn't That Lucky and Udachi. Also 16 to 1 for Killamar, 20 to 1 for Prudent Honour, Diablo and Pack Jack, 22s Private B, Always Waining, 25 to 1 Dooneys Gate, Silver Birch, Magic Sky, and it's 33 to 1 Panjo Bear. It's also 30 to 1 Duers and Pom Tepe. 50 to 1 biggest prices for Gara Lane, Boom Shakalaka. 66 Zakharova with Ullard. 80 to 1 Galton, and 100 to 1 Commemoration Day. And I need a lot.
But first choice anyway, very easy to spot, almost white, a bit like Monet's Garden. And Ruby Walsh looking nice and relaxed, having a smile.
He's got an F there in his figures, but he's basically a very sound jumper as well and loves a flat track, Claire. So he's on a decent enough mark, even though he's off 11.5.
He's got good form with the Grand National favourite. Big fella, thanks. He finished a very close second to him last time at Newbury.
Yeah, Harry Finlay, big fella, thanks, his owner, will be hoping that Pascoe runs a big race. It's just mentally, if anything, it boosts your chances, doesn't it, psychologically. Wee Robbie in the middle there, last year's winning Grand National jockey Liam Treadwell. On board this one for his new boss Nick Gifford. I mean, since the race last year, he's, got a proper stable job, as it were.
I went down there to do that thing on Josh and Johnny Buckley. They've got a beautiful place down there in Finland, and such history surrounding that yard with the great Ryan Price training there as well. And it's significant, this support. And Liam Treadwell showing off his brand new Nashers.
And brand new Nashers taken out. He's got his mouth guard this year as well. Gum shield. I see that.
There's quite a lot
Claire is responsible for all of it.
If you pay that much money,
quite a lot of expensive work to protect there.
Of course, he should be wearing a gum shield. You'd actually stop, wearing a gum shield. Yeah.
Private B just about to join the other runners, so hopefully we won't be too far off starting this race. Let's take another look at the market.
Yes, Offshore Account is your favourite at 7 to 1. Pascoe 15 to 2. 10 to 1 continued support for Wee Robbie. It's 12 to 1 Killamar, 14 to 1 Scotsirish, and 16 to 1 a bit of money for In Compliance, along with Prudent Honour, Battle Cry, Plaisir d'Estreval and Frankie Figg. Any more money, Gary?
No, John, it's dried up now, but Pascoe, still a bit of money. I've took all the 8, 15 to 2, and that's solid.
Do you know how many favourites have won this in the last 10 years?
Here we go, Mr. Stats.
None. Only one joint favourite 2 years ago, Guanaco. So Offshore Account has been plenty of money this morning. He's got to book that trend today.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
I wonder if that's each way money coming for In Compliance. This was due to be ridden by Paddy Flood, but as we've mentioned, he broke his collarbone when Schindler's Hunt fell, so Davy Russell takes over.
Decent horse this, Claire. Former winner of the John Durkin in Ireland. 6th to Great Endeavour at Cheltenham ran well last time.
And the other horse there's been money for is Quillamar. Harry Skelton. Oh, more trouble with Private B. Tom's got off again. I think maybe they're going to go without him now. But I was just going to mention Quillamar because there's a lot of money for him. Harry Skelton tomorrow has a great ride in the National on Niche Market.
Right,
and a good
come
one
on.
in this.
That's it, they're off and running. A charge to the first now, and they go without Private B. Pascoe, one of the first away. Oulada's up there. Frankie Figures showing out as well. And then Always Waining. Gallatin almost went, but he's back in the saddle. There's one down. And unfortunately, it's Katie Walsh from Topham Trophy at the first. As they head now towards the second, and Frankie Fig led over it from Pascoe in second, Always Waining up in third, followed in behind them by Isn't That Lucky. Katie Walsh up on her feet, followed by Dooneys Gate back on the inside, and back in the field Udachi. Always Waining is wider out as they come now towards the chair, and it's Frankie Fig who led over it, did it well too, and they all got over the chair in good style, heading to the water, and it's Frankie Fig out in front here, from in second place on the inside there, Gayora Lane, just headed now by Always Waining, and then Isn't That Lucky, and just behind them at this stage is Pascoe. Further back then is In Compliance, who's right there in the middle of the pack with the red cap, who blundered badly there. But Frankie Fig leads out of the straight now from Always Waining. Gayora Lane the inside from Pascoe, and Isn't That Lucky, and behind them is Dooneys Gate. Further back in the field, then out deeper is Commemoration Day. They're followed next in the field by Scotsirish the inside with In Compliance and Udachi. Then Boom Shakalaka, followed further back by Battle Cry and Pack Jack the inside as they cross the Melling Road now and head towards the fifth. We join Ian Bartlett.
So Frankie Fig out in front, Always Waining in second place. Pascoe and Isn't That Lucky in behind the leading group. Diabolo's the back marker. Silver Birches well behind. They're all over the fifth. Okay, Pack Jack is right on the inside. Plaisir d'Estruval towards the back, as well as Frankie Fig comes over number 6, and then down is Galton, and also down is Duers. Galton and Duers have both gone at number 6 as Frankie Fig comes to the ditch from Always Waining. Kilimar Isn't That Lucky. Pascoe, Boom Shakalaka In Compliance, but unseated the rider. Duers continues, I should say that Diablo continues to be well towards the back of the field as Frankie Fig is the leader over the next obstacle to Always Waining in second position. Magic Sky is out of the race there. The back of the field, Diablo, Zakharova, Plaisir d'Estruval and Silverbirch, they're all struggling as we join Darren Owen.
Jumping the one before Beaches, and Frankie Fig is the leader, followed by Always Waining. Isn't That Lucky in the pale jacket to the inside of Kilimar, then Boom Shakalaka. The grey Pascoe is nicely in touch with him, chased by In Compliance and Dooneys Gate, Udachi offshore account, and at Beaches, Frankie Fig clears it. Always Waining, Isn't That Lucky, Boom Shakalaka, they all follow. Kilimar was on its nose, and looking back, there was Wee Robbie. It is Frankie Fig who leads the field at the Foynehaven fence, followed by Always Waining, Isn't That Lucky, Boom Shakalaka, In Compliance, and Pascoe, Kilimar, Commemoration Day, Dooneys Gate, Scotsirish to the outside offshore account, followed by Gayora Lane, Udachi and Pack Jack as they come towards the canal turn, and Frankie Fig cuts the corner. Always Waining, belted him pretty hard in behind as they clear the canal turn. Pancho Bear was the faller there. Pancho Bear is out of the race at Valentine's Brook. Frankie Fig, Always Waiting, Isn't That Lucky, Boom Shakalaka has gone there, and towards the back Plaisir d'Estruval is also out of the race, and it looks as though another one's gone. Prudent Honor is down. 5 from home is Ian Bartlett.
And it continues to be Frankie Fig who has the lead. He shows in front by 2 or 3 lengths. Always Waiting, the purple and mauve in second. The pale jacket Isn't That Lucky in third. Offshore account moving into 4th place. Dooneys Gate behind this. The dark blue jacket then red cap of In Compliance. In behind that Scotsirish. Pack Jack made a mistake. Commemoration Day and Udachi just in behind the leaders. Gora Lane is there as well. But Frankie Fig then heads over the next. He got over it safely to Always Waiting in second place. Mistakes further back from Udachi. Isn't That Lucky is in third position. In Compliance and Dooneys Gate offshore account and Scotsirish and Commemoration Day are the chasing group as we rejoin Jim McGrath.
Well, Fig has been jumping like a stag out in front from Always Waiting in second. A gap in the field then behind them Isn't That Lucky. Company with Scotsirish is running a great race, and they're preceded by Loose Horses. Dooneys Gate is next from offshore account, but Frankie Fig on the inside of Always Waiting as they make the turn now, and they head up with 2 fences left to jump in the top on the far side. Frankie Fig out in front here. Always Waiting on the near side for Brian Hughes as they head now towards the second last. Wilson Reddick on the far side, and he's gone. He's gone, Frankie Fig. Wilson Reddick had no chance there, and that leaves Always Waiting. Brian Hughes clear. From in second, Scotsirish. The loose horses are there as well. As they come to the last now, Always Waining. Jumps at 10 lengths in front. Mistake by Scotsirish in second. Followed by Isn't That Lucky, and then Dooneys is back in the field, followed by In Compliance, and further back then is Udachi, but Always Waiting comes to the elbow, 15 lengths in front now, and with the Topham in safekeeping. It's Always Waiting, Brian Hughes for the Peter Bowen stable. They're 10, 12 lengths in front here. Scotsirish running a great race for Balltown in second, but up to the line it's Always Waiting, Brian Hughes who wins the Topham. From in second, Scotsirish. In third then, very tight, Isn't That Lucky, but it just got home ahead of Dooneys in fourth. Udachi then on the outside of All In Compliance. Then Offshore Account, and further back, Pack Jack, Gayora Lane. They're followed by Commemoration Day, Zakharova, Silver Birch behind them. They were followed by Kilimar and Ulat, and last to finish, crossing the line is Diabolo, and a long gap to Pasco, who I don't think has completed